What is going on, guys? Welcome back to my channel SLG Unlimited. Today I have a new video for you guys. I'm doing the KO4 swap on my 1.8T Mk4 GTI, which initially has the KO3 S turbo. And that turbo, if you know, you own the car and you've seen the turbo, is a little baby turbo compared to the KO4, which I'm doing, which is off, I believe, an AUDI S3 8L. And that is basically that engine. That car has the same engine, but the difference is it has a KO4, and I believe the compression ratio is a lot, or not a lot smaller actually. I think it's like 9:1 compression ratio, and this is like a 9.5:1. So yeah, there's a little bit difference, but basically you can do the swap, and I'm going to be doing a walkthrough on what things you need from the car, from a donor car. So this is a KO4 023 turbo, not the 011. The 011 is actually smaller. And yeah, and the 023 actually has a high rating of PSI, I believe. But yeah, so I'm going to be going through step by steps on and trying to show you the most, because I got pretty lazy with my other videos. I just wanted to get it done. I wanted to get it over with because this is my daily car. But yeah, let's begin. So guys, so this is the engine of the 1.8T AGU engine off a Golf GTI. And as you can see, the manifold and the throttle body goes to the left side of the car, so towards the driver's side. And I have the KO4 of the AUDI S3, and the difference is the throttle body goes to the right side for the second turbo to the battery to the passenger side. So this is it here, and that's the difference. So if you can see that, everything has to go the opposite way. So guys, one of the first things you want to do is you want to remove the bumper, and basically you want to remove the battery, because you're going to have to fit the second intercooler on this side in about, you see there's 2 screws around there. You want to fit it, like there'll be screws on the intercooler which would bolt on in there. So basically, yeah, you want to remove the bumper, remove the battery, remove as much in the front as you possibly can, so that you can work on the engine better. And yeah, and I'll get to it.
Oh, is that Canyon again? Oh, is that Canyon again?
So guys, so back again. So I was just fitting in the intercooler, and basically I had to take everything away from the battery. So like the battery cup here in the bottom, you basically have to remove the battery. You have to remove the headlight. What you want to do is basically remove as much stuff as possible, so you have a lot of room to work with. So yeah, so I found that on the GTI you have 2 holes here near a ground, so you're gonna have to unbolt a ground. Let me see if I can find it. Like a ground cable here, this one here, so you're gonna have to unbolt that so you can kind of fit the intercooler in. I'm not sure how to fit this through back, maybe I have to loop it around, but you need that, and basically you can have the intercooler on that side. So if you come on the driver's side, it's here as well, it's on the side. But what I found, the main difference is that with the second intercooler, it points towards the engine, besides this one, like unlike this one, it points back as the intercooler piping goes back in. So I might have to get, probably might have to switch these housings around, or probably have to get something like the other side to point in. But yeah, other than that, everything seems to basically bolt on. It's just trying to find ways to work around. But yeah, but I'll keep you guys updated and see what I come across with. Also, something I forgot to mention is that you want to take out the turbo return line or feed line for the KO3. So this is it. It's a hard line, and it goes to the oil cooler, which is here. And there's, see if I can find, there's a bolt right there that I'm pointing at, and then you got one here as well. So you want to make sure that once you take the intake manifold off, and before you put the other one on, you want to take that off, because if you take the turbo, so if you put that on and then you go and take the turbo off, you're gonna have to take the intake manifold off again, because this is all going to be in a way and the manifold is going to be here. So don't forget to take the feed line there. All right guys, so now that I removed the intake manifold like before, and then while I was there, I removed the hard line for the turbo, the oil to the turbo, the oil feed line, so it goes all the way back to the turbo. So yeah, so good thing is that remember to remove as much things as possible as you have, like everything out the way. So yeah, so I removed that, and then I changed the injectors as well, because the injectors are, I believe, 380, 85 or 86, something like that. So if you look at it, so they're not the biggest, but they're bigger than what the AGU engines come with, for example here. So let me see if I can try a comparison. So you see how those are like tiny, so you get a picture of that, and then now you come to these, which are much bigger. They're much bigger than those. So example there, you see that, and there. So yeah, so injectors are one thing you got to change, and I think the fuel rail as well. So the fuel rail are different as well. So yeah, so good thing is get that. That's another part. And then yeah, so I have the intake manifolds here, which I'm gonna swap over. I'm just gonna put the throttle body on here, on that side, the injectors. This is just for the plastic holder, and then you got all your vacuum lines and stuff like that. So yeah, so I'm getting there. Funny enough, actually, it's taking longer than I expected, but it's a process, and you know, you just got to work your way around it. And obviously this isn't like a direct bolt on, even though it is a bolt on. It's not like an easy one where you can get a K3S and, you know, bolt that on there. But yeah, so I want to further from here. So I got the fuel rail on there. I'm not going to put the intake manifold yet, because I have to change the threads on the turbos. So I have to change them so the turbo threads to the manifold. I'm gonna change those, because I got like a package. I got a kit which comes with new bolts and gaskets and stuff like that. So yeah, so this is what I'm up to now, and I'll keep you guys updated on what I will do next. All right guys, another thing I realized is the difference in the porting of the intake manifold. So this is the KO4 of the S3, right? And it seems pretty small compared to the AGU ones. So if you put that each other there, can you see that the difference is quite... So the AGU one, the 1.8 with the K3, has a bigger bigger porting of the intake manifold. Interesting. But yeah, so they're swapping everything. Alright guys, so quick update. I've got most of the charge pipes off from the turbo. Now I'm beginning to get basically the downpipe off. So from here, so from the flex pipe down, I've already disconnected from the from one of the flange from where the cat is. So yeah, so basically I'm in the process of removing the cat, the downpipe with the cat, and then the turbo. So I have to get, so the annoying thing is you have to get this plastic, this metal, thin metal plastic that goes in the back of the engine, right? To get to the manifold bolt, which is there. And yeah, like it's all tricky because you get, this part is stuck from where that screw is, and you can't get that screw because the turbo is in the way. So you're gonna have to get the turbo off. So you get the downpipe, turbo, and then manifold off. Yeah, so I've pretty much already taken all of the engine apart. It's just a process of just going bit by bit and taking time.